Okay guys, let's look at example number 1 here. And this is going to be one of those factor by groupings, and I know it because it has 4 terms. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do first, I'm going to try the 2 and 2. Let's leave it at 2ab minus 6ac plus, and then I'm putting parentheses here, but since this is a plus, and I'll do it with a different color, because this is a plus sign, the sign of the 3 doesn't change. It's still positive. So that means the sign of the 9c remains negative. Okay, so now I've got these two binomials, right, that we practiced adding earlier, right? We know how to add two binomials. Okay, so we've separated them into the two binomials. We want to see if we can factor them. Okay, so now that I've separated, the first thing I'm going to look for in each one of these, is there something I can take out? Well, looking at this first one, I see that I can take out a 2 because a 2 goes into 2 and negative 6. And I can also take out an a because they both have an a. All right, but I think that's it. Now what I want to ask myself is, what do I multiply 2a by, right? What goes here to get 2ab? Well, 2a times b gives me 2ab. 2a times minus 3 gives me 6, and c gives me ac. All right? Okay, now that's the way we want to look at that. Now, looking at this next binomial, I see that 3 goes into both of these terms, so I'm going to pull out a 3, but they don't have any common variables, so there's nothing else I can pull out. 3 times what gives me 3b? 3 times b gives me 3b. 3 times what gives me negative 9? 3 times negative 3, and then I have to multiply by c to get negative 9c. Whoa, excellent. Now, this term and this term are exactly the same. So do you see how I can actually undistribute this? I'm going to take it out. I'm doing it backwards this time, this way. Okay? So if I take it out and I write it over here, I write b minus 3c, well, what am I left with? I'm left with times 2a plus 3, the things that it was multiplied by. You see, if I draw arrows back this way, do you see how it gets distributed? I could take this whole thing, right, this whole thing, and multiply it by 2a and by 3 and get what I had just above it. Okay, now I'm going to erase that writing there. Now what I want to do is look at what I have left. 2a plus 3, I can't factor that. There's nothing squared. That's just a binomial. Nothing left to factor. Nothing I can pull out. Same thing with b minus 3. Guys, I think I'm done. That's my answer. That thing is factored as much as it can. Okay? Great job, guys. Now let's look at the next one. The next one I'm not going to group in 2 and 2. I'm going to group in 1 and 3. And you'll see kind of why. I'll show you why in just a second. All right, good job, guys.